Hey guys, so I was gonna do another fanfic today, um, and I still may do one. Hold on. And I still may do one. But frankly, right now, I'm kind of tired to do a reading. I thought I'd take the time. So today's review is going to be on Microsoft Flight. Not Flight Simulator X, just Microsoft Flight. What to say about it? I like it. It's a lot of fun. My only gripe is they only give you two aircrafts, two planes, an old World War II one, and a modern day thing that can land on water and land. Now, it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. But here's the breaker for me. And I'm going down from the cheapest to the most expensive. There's 3 other planes for purchase that you can purchase. You get 2 to start out with the game since it's free. Now, I'm going to tell you what the plane is, and then I'm going to tell you the price. The first plane up, and the cheapest on the list, the Mitsubishi A6 M20, which is $7. Yes, 7 for one plane. One plane. That got me a little angry, but they do work hard on that, and there's no cockpit view for that one, so I guess they're going to maybe patch that in later. Now, the next on the list, now there's only 3 planes, like I said. Next on the list is the North American P-51 Mustang. This is $8. $8. Single plane. Like I said, a little expensive. Also, there's no cockpit view for that one also. And the last plane on the list is the Maul M7 260C. That is $15. One plane. I kind of have to ask why such an expensive price. I went back on here. I was playing the game earlier, and I went back on there, and I was like, maybe I want to see how much those planes are. If those 99 cents, I might be able to buy them. When I saw the price initially, I was like, oh God, why? And there's also a Hawaiian starter bundle, which is $30, which comes with a bunch of extra area and all the planes. That's $30. It might save you a little bit of money. I'm not sure. But, frankly, I have an issue when a company does this to me. When I have to pay that much money for something like that, I find it to be a little unfair that I have to pay so much money for one plane. I mean, $6.99, $7.99, $14.99. That's a lot of money to spend on one thing, and something that's virtual too. Now, if it was a pack of like 3 planes for like $6.99, that I could see. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Also, by the way, the Maul M7 260C, that comes with a cockpit view. So, break out that $15. Now, I'm not speaking negatively of the game. This is just its first DLCs. I'm sure there'll be a lot more planes added, and I'm sure prices will change. Right now, the game's free to play. And I'm assuming that's probably going to change. This is probably just their first way of doing this setup. It's not in beta, I don't think. But I think this is just their first setup, and I'd like to see that they add more for a little less expensive of prices. I do find a little ridiculous that you have to pay that much for one thing. Also, how much was the... Oh, and the other DLC, the Microsoft Hawaiian Adventure, which, does that come with... It's $20. The Hawaiian Adventure is $20. Does that come with another plane? Yeah, that comes with the Maul M760C. And, no, that doesn't come with the M60C. That comes with the Vans... the Vans RV6A, which is a plane that it comes with, which comes with the rest of the Hawaiian Islands also. I don't find it fair that I'd have to pay that much money for something like that. I mean, I guess with $20 at least, you know, I'd like them to throw in all the stuff, like at least a couple planes, not just one. Now, you can choose how much fuel you want, how much your weight. There's jobs in the game. There's that sort of thing. I don't really play the jobs yet. Right now, I've only been playing Free Flight because, frankly, that's for me. That's the only real reason. But I want them to add some other stuff too. I'd like to see some maybe commercial jets. You know, like maybe a Boeing. Maybe adding more realistic crash landings, like when you land the plane and it's not got the you know, the landing gear down, it causes, you know, the plane to get ripped up instead of just, you know, sparks and skid marks and like dust in the air. I'd also like it to see you know, like specific ways you land it that rips pieces off, you know. I know that would be a little harder and a little bit more expensive, but I could see myself paying for that. If the company wanted to sell me a full version with all those extra added stuff and all that kind of stuff, that I'd pay $30 for, no problem. I mean, you know, I'd be reluctant at first, like everything. One good thing is, though, it does support English, German, French, Italian, and Spanish, which is good because it can support multiple things. Now, it has crude humor and mild violence, so it's E10. I haven't really heard any crude humor and mild violence. There's no blood, there's no dying, as far as I've seen. Maybe there is. You can also get out of the plane, which is kind of cool. I mean, you know, it leaves a lot to be desired, frankly. But as far as a free-to-play simulator goes, it's definitely worth the money. Now, you can work with your mouse setup, mouse and WASD keys, which is, you know, standard for things like that. It's not really the ideal setup. You're probably going to want to get a flight stick. Now, I got a flight stick. Unfortunately, it uses extremely old 1990s computer tech. You know, the thing where you got to put it in the back and screw it in so it stays there. I got one of those, and I don't think I have an adapter for it, unless it's somewhere buried in the back room under piles of old computers. I don't know, maybe I do. I don't want to have to try and hunt for it, though. I probably should buy a new flight stick, though. I really like it, though. I'd recommend it. But it's definitely the kind of game that if you want to play it, you gotta have some knowledge of aircrafts. You gotta know about stuff like avionics masters, you know. There's actually a pre-checklist, takeoff checklist, which will be useful. I just found out about it recently, and it seems to be quite useful if you need to know how to take off. Now, the only issue I find myself doing is I find myself wanting to test my ability to land by crash landing. It's a little tougher to crash land. It's not really tough to crash land. What you want to do, if you want to test how well you can coast a plane down and land it with no fuel, what you want to do is you want to go into the thing, go into your hangar, and then go down to you see the gas pump in the upper right corner, you know, and then you lower the fuel level down to a specific amount, and it'll allow you to test your skills. Now, fuel runs out very slowly. You can get pretty far on 2% of fuel. The thing is, don't burn fuel very fast. The couple free planes. Now, they say you can, like, have a free trial version of, like, the other planes, you know, in the thing. I download the free trials, and then it doesn't allow me to actually use it. I don't really understand that, but I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of thing. I don't know. I kind of want to try out the planes, but I can't really do it when I can't, you know, try them out. If someone else can figure out how to get that to work, you know, kudos to you. But all in all, as a free-to-play game, I'd give it a try. Definitely recommend you try it. It's on Steam, like I said, free to play. My Microsoft, like I said, if any of you Microsoft execs are out there, please, send me a message and ask me about why you set the prices so high. I'm not gonna expose details. I can assure you that. I kind of wanted to know. It just seems a little silly to price them so high. I mean, I know you guys work hard, but it's just, a little high for one item like that. But, like I said, also, Microsoft, I'd like to see some ideas in the future, some more interesting customization, I'd like to see some, different engine choices, tires even, maybe, windshields, that stuff, that kind of stuff, lights, that kind of thing, Also, what I'd like to see is if you guys could add, an onboard camera kind of setup, instead of just being able to take screenshots, like an onboard camera setup, so that way, if I wanted to show off my low flying skills to my friends, I could do such a thing. If you guys, maybe, you might want to think about those ideas. They could work. Maybe they're not the most practical, maybe they're not the easiest to implement, but I do think it would be a good idea. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to upload this video now, and have a good day, guys.